Hi, it's Travis. Since I've been doing some research and documentation of people's reports and stuff in this area, I felt that I should document what I think is my encounter and what I saw. I think was a Sasquatch. So I'm gonna go over that story first, though. Before that happened, the time before that happened, when Jeffrey and I went. We heard a strange sound. I was interviewing him, where we found a handprint for the film. As a matter of fact, this was before the film was finished. um, I was interviewing him, and we heard this weird sound, and he stopped. I heard it first, and I was listening like that, and then he's like, "That's a weird sound, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me get some of that." And I pointed the camera over there, and I got some, and I turned the camera off, and then I turned the camera on again later when it started, a little bit after that, and got some more. So I had two files on all the other files that we did. I had two files, and as strange as this sounds, and I hate to even mention it, but it's part of the research, and I've got to mention it. When I got home, there was like 4 or 5 files that I had on my camera, but the two files with this sound on it were gone. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I hate to even document it, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Let's see. And it sounds like this. The sound I found later, and it sounded like this here. Yeah, I mean, it sounded like that, and I sent that link to Jeffrey, and he's like, he pretty much agreed that it sounded like that. So let me see. Okay, and then I finished that film, The Knowers, a Sasquatch Journal. Okay, and then after that, I was up with Jeffrey and Mika. We went up to the top of the ridge. I didn't have my voice. It was like a month ago. I'm still barely getting my voice down. Otherwise, I would have documented this earlier. This was about a month ago. Went to the top ridge. I didn't have my falsetto at all. I couldn't whoop. It was like, and I couldn't whoop or anything. I mean, I was going to whoop and mess around a little bit. And so I knocked on some trees a couple times, and I did some grunts, like monkey grunts, like, whoo, 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 like that, because I could do that. I just couldn't go, because my falsetto was gone. Still don't have it. Yeah, I got the flu a while back. Let me see. Then we got down to the bottom of the hill where we turned right, and Mika's sitting here. I'm sitting on the rock. Jeffrey's over here, and we're playing "Crying Babies." Through his cell phone. It wasn't that loud, but we'd already got some attention up on the hill. We saw a yellow dog, and then something was kind of following us down the ridge up there as we came down. We played the Crying Babies. Mika was looking to my left, and I could hear something, whatever was behind us up there, I could hear and feel it up there looking at us and being at us, or focused on us. This way, where Mika was looking, she heard something, and she was looking like she even saw something. And then something was down by the creek this way. And I didn't even have to say anything. I looked at Jeffrey, and we made eye contact, and we're like, "You ready?" And yeah, let's do it. So we started walking out of there, and we were escorted out, basically, at 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. It was 3 different directions following us out. And I was backing out like, the Family Guy, or something, just real slow and walking backwards almost, because I was watching our back, and I didn't want to get hit with a rock, and I didn't want to get, fucking ambushed. Those ambush structures we found down there for something. Okay, and then I was watching behind me this way, and I saw something go like this, like tree to tree. So I stopped for a minute. I was like, "Hold on, Jeffrey, hold on." And he's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Well, I thought I saw something go from one tree to another, and I just want to go back and make sure that it wasn't a tree in the background, you know, because when you're walking, sometimes, you know, you'll see a tree in the background go whoop, whoop, or like that. But I was walking straight away. I was walking straight this direction and looking behind me, and it went from one tree to another. And it reminded me of the Stacey Brown footage from Florida, the thermal, except that instead of going this direction, it was going this direction. There was a curve in the trail this way. I'm not a sketch artist, but there was a curve in the trail here going this way, right there, like this. And we were going back. And I walked back, and I went back and forth, and I was going back and forth, and I know I looked funny. I mean, I was walking back and forth a few times, looking in the background to see if I could see that tree. And there was no tree. There was no tree behind these two trees back in there. There was no trees back there that could have been there. So what I saw went like that. I didn't see any arms or anything. But it was just like, you know, like that. And it wasn't as tall as the trees, you know. I would say it looked about 8 feet, 8 foot, wherever you're from, you know. And this is a shitty drawing, man, you know. Very shitty drawing. I'm not a sketch artist. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, I've got a theory on game cams. Why game cams don't work, I'll mention. Basically, you know, when you go in the woods, they know you're there, you know. They know you're there. They see you put the game camera up, so they're not going to go anywhere around it. If they do, they smash it. They smash it with a stick or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's just a theory, you know. But I do think when you go in the woods, they know. Even like a mountain lion will follow you because he wants to know where you're at. You know, you're the predator. You're the enemy. You're the only thing out there, probably besides a Bigfoot, that could hurt him. So he's, you know, watching you, man. You know, he'll follow you along the creek just to see where you're going because he wants to follow you until you get the fuck away from him. This was almost a rated G video. Okay, well, anyway, have a nice day.